Greetings Duplicant and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. At the end of the last episode we sent Ruby to space and we start this episode just where we ended the last one, with the blast doors closing. We had upgraded our rocket to petroleum that exhausts a lot of steam and hot gases. These gases can be over 1,000 degrees Celsius, which isn't good for the local environment, so we're going to have to say goodbye to the rocket launch system. We'd already designated a place to build our rockets by building the bunker doors on the left-hand side of the map. The base has got to a point where it needs some serious upgrades. Not internally, external to the base. Our transportation needs a definite upgrade though. Ruby is up in orbit making the final data banks that we'll need to finish off the research. We can then change the rocket into an exploration rocket by putting a telescope in there. This is the top of the rocket silo where we had the bunker doors. It will now be turned into the floor for the rocket program. I don't want to accidentally melt the floor of the rocket program, so I'm going to build the floor out of obsidian. This simple task can be done in the background. Let's move on to the next upgrade. Obviously I need my bunker doors to be automated. I can't be trusted to open them up before a rocket comes back. We'll just get some basic automation done to start off with. I think 2 space scanners will cover my needs. I was hoping more of the ice biome would melt. It hasn't, so I'm just going to punch my transportation corridors straight through it. This will be a major upgrade and is much needed and long overdue, to be fair. I maybe should have got round to this before I built the steel shield at the top of the map. As you can see, we have a building in the way, but believe me, that is not going to stop me. As you can see, I've got a transit tube going all the way to the top of the base, and I also want my bunker doors to be powered. This will just be a drop-off point. The anti-entropy thermal nullifier must go. In all of my playthroughs, I've never actually used one of these machines. I probably should do at one point, but not today. Well, the squad will get together and quickly take care of deconstructing, and then we'll get somebody on the demolishing. You don't often see it, but the purple arc from the duplicant's gun makes a rare appearance. This will unlock a lot more errands for the duplicants to do, so that's good. If we hadn't had a copper volcano on this map, this would have been our renewable source of copper. There's nothing new to show here, I just wanted to show you meteorites hitting this steel shield. Ruby's obviously been working really hard and deserves her nap, but we want to make it so it's easy to see how many databanks she's actually produced. I can now easily check production by just clicking on the rocket view. Keep up the great work, Ruby. So we're busy upgrading our transportation, it's time to upgrade our power spine as well. We want to make sure we can access power anywhere we need it. Plus, tube transportation is quite heavy on the power draw as well. We made sure the duplicates can access tube transport directly opposite the industrial brick. We'll also build some access at the top of the base, but within the atmospheric area, not in space, due to the cooling problems. Handing out these build errands is a lot easier than it was last episode where we were cutting through regolith. I really don't have to babysit the duplicants. Here we are at the top of the base and I'm building an airlock. Even though I won't be pressurising most of the asteroid, I still want an atmosphere. I don't really care what it is as long as it's a gas and it allows any heat energy to dissipate from machinery. The airlock is fine, it's the transportation tube that I have a problem with, and I won't realise until it's all built I can't have the T-junction where I want it. This transportation spine has greatly increased the speed that my duplicants can travel, which actually means I get more work out of them, because they no longer have to walk back or slide down the ladder. I will have to improve the transportation to the bottom half of the asteroid, because my poor duplicants have that long climb up the ladder at the end of their shift. Those final 2 towels means that the duplicants will have to go through the airlock now. Well, it'll be an airlock once the crude oil's arrived. Though in the last episode we got rid of a load of the regolith, we still have a little bit more to clear out. The area to the left of the transportation spine is going to be where the rocket program resides, so that definitely needs clearing out. We have a rocket in space, she might want to come back soon. All the regolith to the right needs to go as well, just to make things look tidy, and I want to make sure all those shovels have gone. And this is where I realise the transportation tubes aren't working correctly at the top of the base. So I have to delete everything and move it down 2 spaces. Not really a problem, it won't take that long. Make sure the transportation tube is connected correctly to the top of the base. And we also have room to make sure we have a decent T-junction, so we have tube access at the top of the base as well. The easiest way to check out if it's working now is to put a dig command on the steel shield. If the duplicants arrive by climbing the ladder, we know it's not working. Working as intended, excellent. Just upgrading the floor of the rocket program to obsidian from igneous rock. I'll make those drywall tiles out of obsidian as well, just in case. Yes, I have missed a single drywall tile there. It's amazing how many errors I catch in editing and not while I'm actually playing the game. I want to tidy up the top of the base quite quickly and efficiently, so I'm going to dump everything into one spot and then dig out a hole and everything will drop through into the base. Sweep only, collect everything and on a high priority and it'll get the job done nice and quickly. And everything falls nicely into the base. And here's where I make a little bit of a mistake. In my head, I thought I needed 734 databanks. I don't, I need 794 databanks. So I'm pulling Ruby from space just a little bit early. As you can see, she only has 773 databanks made. Hopefully I'll be able to make that shortfall up from the databanks from the other asteroid. Yep, I just fat fingered the keyboard there. And we better build our ladder system so Ruby can get out of the rocket. I do normally try to make these episodes around about the 20-minute mark. Unfortunately, I've fallen short of that target this week. Hopefully next week I'll be able to return to about a 20-minute length of episode. And there we have it, Ruby is able to get out of the rocket now. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.